Dear students, I am Dr. Omkar Nath Mehra, Dean School of Hospitality, Galgotia University. We will be talking about course code BSCH 1002 and the course name is Foundation Course in Food and Beverage Service 1. The topic for the day is Food and Beverage Service A. Now we will understand the objectives. What are the objectives? The objectives are what each one of you must learn during the course of today's session and before the session is over. These objectives should be clear to you. The first objective is to become familiar with various types of food and beverage service areas in and outside a hotel. The second objective is to understand the names and categories of all the outlets and areas. Third objective is to understand and remember the names and recognize the areas with their style of service and purpose. The fourth and the last objective for the topic today is to understand and remember USPs of different food and beverage service areas. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now let us have a look at the different food and beverage service outlets. The first outlet we are going to be discussing and understanding is the coffee shop, or it's also known as the all-day dining. In a five-star hotel, the coffee shop operates around the clock. The service is very informal and the emphasis is on pace of service. Service is generally snacks and very light mini meals, all pre-plated. The meals part is not as elaborate as in the various other restaurants. The prices are not as exorbitant or high as in the restaurants. Although the coffee shop is operational round the clock 24 into 7, these are meal timings. There are meal timings when the certain items are available which are not available at other times. For example, the breakfast has a fixed hour. Then it is an 11 to 11 menu, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. and then followed by evening snacks, and the night menu is always separate. Each of these four meal timings have hours which are printed on the menu. There are some dishes which are available all 24 hours. They are also known as multi-cuisine restaurant and available with the buffet of three major meals of the day with an a la carte menu. That is, a coffee shop and an all-day dining may have a buffet breakfast, a lunch breakfast, or a dinner breakfast, or a running buffet meal which may be on all the time. Now let's move on to the next. The next is a specialty restaurant. These restaurants deal in a particular type of cuisine like Chinese, Italian, Indian, French, etc. And each and every aspect of the restaurant is typical and related to the region of the community whose food is being served. The food service, uniform, decor, etc. are ethnic and authentic of the areas whose cuisine the restaurant specializes upon. When one enters into any such kind of restaurant, one can feel the culture, the ambience, and tradition of that area. These restaurants may be attached to a hotel or may be existing independently. They have specific hours of function and normally more expensive than other ordinary restaurants. They have only a la carte menu and operates only during lunch and dinner timings only. Now let's move on to the next slide. This slide is about room service. It is now also known as more popularly as in-room dining. This food and beverage outlet is attached to a hotel and caters to the food and beverage requirements of the guests who are staying in the hotel. That is, room guests only. Guests who have taken a room are staying in the room and are being served food and beverage in that specific room that they have taken. The service in the room is always done through trays and trolleys. In a five-star hotel, the room service operates round the clock. The prices in the room service are generally more than the coffee shop, a little more. The service is more personalized and special emphasis are used by the effects are used by the service staff. The time of service is usually more than the other outlets, and only room service outlet is allowed to enter the guest room in complete food and beverage service department. Let's come to the next, the bar. These food and beverage outlets deal with alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic beverages served, such as beer, wine, alcohol, liquor, cocktails, other beverages which may be alcoholic or non-alcoholic, such as mineral water, soft drinks, juices, and often sell snacks called gratis, such as potato chips or peanuts for consumption on premise. Such types of bars, such as pubs, may also have food from a restaurant menu. They may be attached to a hotel or an independently existing setup. They have certain specific hours of operation. These hours of operation, inventory, location, and client to whom they should serve are governed and regulated by the law enforcing agency of that country, of that state, of that location, and may vary from location to location. Now let's move on to the next slide. The next slide is banquets. This is generally attached to a hotel of a restaurant. This outlet generally caters to a huge gathering of people who assemble in the banquet hall for events like reception, marriage, party, birthday, conference, seminar, and such other events. The service is generally from a buffet when a lot of guests have to be served within a short span of time. Sometimes formal lunch, dinner, etc. also takes place in banquet halls. This is the highest revenue producing or revenue generating food and beverage outlet in any commercial hotel. Sometimes banquet halls can independently exist where an outside contractor does the catering part. Now let's move on to the next slide. Pastry shop. They may be attached to a hotel or may independently exist, mostly situated at lobby level, sometimes close or attached to a coffee shop, hence can be seen on first floor. They deal with only pastry or bakery or related products. Those which are attached to hotel deal with pastry prepared in the same hotel premise. The ones which are not attached to a hotel have their own bakery either in the same premise or outside the premise. Service is done across the counter. Very limited seating arrangement may be provided if space permits. Non-alcoholic beverage can be served and the products are generally takeaway. Let's move on to the next slide. Poolside barbecue. Now, poolside has two types of setups. A swimming pool may have snacks being served by the poolside during the day with alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, and in the evening, normally after sunset, we may have a poolside barbecue. These are generally attached to the hotels and operate near the poolside. They generally operate for lunch and dinner only. They are adequate lighting arrangements to take care of the entire setup or the party at dinner time. The menu is not very elaborate and comprises a lot of grilled and barbecue items. Some light meals are also available. These outlets are generally attached with their own kitchens. A bar may be attached to the outlet or alcoholic beverages may be served from the service bar, including the non-alcoholic beverages. They are also served at the same venue. Once again, the decor is very informal, like a coffee shop. Service is very much similar to the coffee shop as well, and the items are also somewhat identical. Let's move on to the next slide. The next is the discotheque. This may be attached to a hotel or may exist independently. The ones which independently exist are open to anybody who can pay, but most allowed only for couples. That means an individual or a stag entry is not permitted. I will repeat, the ones which are attached to the hotel are only open to members, but guests accompanied by the members are also allowed. They also have specific hours of operation and are normally attached to a bar. This is a very similar to nightclubs, but has a specific area of dancing. Now the discotheques generally operate or open very late in the evening and operate till early hours of the morning. So we have come to the last part of our presentation on the food and beverage outlets. We have already seen different slides, we have gone through a video, so we have already a good idea about the food and beverage service areas and how a service takes place on a table. There would be certainly many questions in your mind, and some of the questions which are there on my mind I have listed. This is certainly not the end of questions that could be there, and any questions that are there on your mind you are welcome to note down and we shall discuss in the class. The first question is, what do you understand by food and beverage service areas? We have already seen in different slides. We'll visit again. Second is, briefly explain different areas of food and beverage service department. The third is, what do you understand by all-day dining restaurant? The fourth is, what do you understand by IRD? Now, IRD is an abbreviation and we have used the full form in one of my slides and explain its role in food and beverage service department. The fifth is briefly explain banquet areas. Now, this is one of the different areas that we have discussed. Okay. Briefly explain, the sixth question is briefly explain the difference between bar and discotheque. Now this is very interesting. The bar has only alcohol and the discotheque has snacks and dancing, and stags are not allowed. We made it very clear. The last question here that I've listed is briefly explain the pastry shop in a hotel. Now let us have a look at the questions. When it comes to all day dining, now we have discussed the coffee shop. So this relates to the coffee shop. Okay. So this is an activity which goes virtually 24/7. So you link it with that slide. When it comes to IRD, now this is in-room dining. The earlier and traditional name is room service. The books talk about, still talk about only room service, while some don't talk about room service and mention it only as a in-room dining. That means you refer to my slide, you will find that this is for those guests, only for those guests. That means food and beverage service to those guests who have taken a room to stay in the hotel. And we are talking about the food and alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages that they will order and expect to be served in their room. And then we have the banquets. So the banquets is the outlet which is having larger gatherings, normally gatherings of more than 20-25 persons. There are weddings, there are different events we have spoken about, and there is a slide which specifically explains the banquet department. We are now coming to the bar. So the bar in question 6 refers to the slide on bar. So this is an outlet where the alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages are served along with small snacks like wafers and peanuts and so on. And when talking about discotheque, let us be very clear. The discotheque is an outlet where there is alcohol, there is dancing, there is no lunch and dinner, but we have light snacks which are served along with the alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. And the pastry shop here mentions about the different takeaways that are there from in the bakery and confectionery department of a hotel. So we have discussed about the coffee shop, the specialty restaurant, the room service, the bar, the banquet, the pastry shop, the poolside barbecue or the poolside party or the poolside activity during the day, and the discotheque. So all questions that you may have noted down in your mind or on the paper are better to note down on the paper. You can forget after the session is over what you wanted to ask me in the class. Gyan should be very clear in the fundamentals, which we will have discussed in the class when we start this session.